All right, so we are here, Straight Talk. We're about to get started, and just checking if anybody who comes on, just to let me know if they can hear me today. And yeah, so I'm not sure. I see some type of mic muted. All right, so can you guys hear me? Whoever is watching us right now, just to let me know if you can hear me or if we are actually muted. If we're muted, write and tell me, please. Those who are listening. Huh? You're coming on? Come on.
Your video is on. You're recording now, because I know sometimes you record the video of the show.
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if we. Oh, great. Thank you. Good. Okay. So, so we're just see your stuff.
So I don't want to get caught in your spiel.
I don't think so. As long as you're not next to them,
Okay, so if I'm
and if you're behind me, you're gonna be seen.
oh, this works right here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
That is perfect. Hopefully, that beautiful Kiman sun is going to come on down. One second. We shall see. Okay, great. Hi, Hector, Moya, Quincy Brown, Rita, Lati. Hello, hi. Thank you all so much for tuning in this afternoon. I am sure they've tuned in to see these beautiful young ladies and so well that's a waste, right? We don't want to do that. Okay. You guys told people you were going to be
Kind of.
on Facebook Live. How come I can't get a direct answer from you?
Which one?
Well,
Christina?
I
I have a blog, so I put on my blog that I was gonna be
Oh, good.
on
Okay.
Instagram.
All right. That's good. Because she's like, she doesn't want to get committed to maybe. Not sure. Kind of. All right. Okay. Two 2 minutes. 2 minutes, which sounds like it's short, but in radio time it can be long. But then, before you know it, it's here, and there we are.
If I come this way, I'm going to be visible.
I ain't saying nothing to you. I'm just let you get in the video and just leave you alone. You'll see.
So I can't see clear, but I could see.
It's kind of dark, right?
Yeah.
Did you want to go that way and do it from that way? You don't want to be seen. Do your thing.
Oh dear. I think I'll wait on your clip, and I'll just take the picture after.
All right. All right. Did I just pop up? All right,
Okay, let me.
by the door. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you?
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. All right, let's grab that chair right there. We've been waiting
Hello.
for you.
All right. So that. Oh, I don't know where I dropped it. If it was by radio came on, or if it was right there by the library. Huh?
Nobody you can call to see if they
I called you.
You just walk that way because that's the hard one.
No, that was for gyro operation tomorrow
You
morning.
won't let me when I come and get it. It's gonna be on here.
So,
All right. Okay. So yeah. So you're. I'm gonna be able to just ask you these questions, and you're gonna just be able to answer all of them, right? The ones
should
that
be.
she sent. Okay. Good.
Woo. Huh?
All right. We're getting ready
Hey,
to
boy,
start
yourself.
right
That
now.
might be hard.
Right now. You have to talk into that mic. Talk directly into the mic.
Remember that we also
And good afternoon, and welcome to Straight Talk Show. I'm Catherine Tyson, your host, and I am so excited this afternoon to be sharing the studio with some amazing young Caymanians who we will get to talk about their stories in a couple of minutes. I did want to welcome James Ramon. James Miles.
Right.
You guys know him as Jamal. Listen, it's right? James Miles, we call him Jamo,
Yep.
and he's here to talk to us about the Proud of Them honorees.
Yes.
Yes? Welcome, Jamo. Which
Yeah.
one? Is Jamo's okay?
That's fine with me.
All right.
Been
okay.
fine all my life.
Okay, good. Is that you've been called that your whole life?
Almost.
Oh, wow.
From the time I was about age 4,
Oh, wow.
which
okay.
is a long time.
All right. Well, yeah, for sure. But yeah, definitely. This is something that has been going on for quite some time
Yep.
in Cayman, and here we are again. This is an annual thing?
Yes, it is. When we first started out, we used to change the boards every 6 months, but now since last year we've been changing them annually.
Okay. All right. And so that is it's an island thing, an island wide thing where we're voting, right, for the young
No,
people.
we actually have public nominations from the community.
All right.
It includes Cayman Brack as well.
Okay.
And Cayman Brack for the first time has 2 boards up, so we'll go and do an unveiling on Friday of the new boards in Cayman Brack.
Oh, nice. How many boards are in the bracket?
2.
Oh, wow, nice. Oh, that's great. Okay, so so today we are talking to uh, two of our honorees in Cayman.
Yes, 2 of the 14.
Two of the 14. Well,
Yeah.
do you know who the 14 are at this point?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they're all over the newspapers here. Cayman
All right. Oh,
Times.
great. Okay,
Yeah,
so
man.
we can actually talk about their names as well.
Yes.
All right, let me read this piece from Iyanla Van Zant, and this is from Faith in the Valley. And before we get into this conversation, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. And welcome to all the listeners who have tuned in. What would happen if you let your dream come true in front of 1 million people? What would people think about you? Say to you if you started to have fun in public. What do you think people would think if suddenly you become very successful, very wealthy, very powerful right before their eyes? Whatever you think people would think is probably the thing that keeps you from doing it. Most are willing to risk making people mad at us. It may be difficult to believe, but the people around us want us to succeed. They may not act that way, they may never say a word. Some of them probably don't realize it, but it is a lot harder for them to watch you suffer and struggle than it is for you to succeed. They may not see the effort, the sacrifice, the dedication, the dedication to yourself, the dedication to your family, the dedication to your friends, the dedication to yourself for you to succeed. We often use words and angry or uncomfortable, but living your life to its fullest potential is a fun thing to do. Those around you can watch and cheer you on. If they watch carefully, they can learn something. If they love you, they too will benefit from your success. Life is depending on you to shine. It is waiting for you to bloom. It is waiting for you to glorify it. Please don't let life don't let life down. And I love that. I really love that piece because I think a lot of times we are afraid of doing so good that people around us might have a problem with that. And with that, I will go ahead and get back to Mr. Jamo so that he can actually introduce two of the honorees of the Proud of Them initiative from the youth. Is it the Youth Services Unit?
No, the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture, and Lands has entrusted Proud of Them awards program in the hands of the Youth Services Unit.
All right. Okay. So who do you have with you today?
Well, I have with me. It's not often that you find a scholar athlete with a GPA of over 4.0.
Wow.
And we have one in the studio. That's Kia Berry. And the other one is a cyber expert, cyber security expert.
Okay.
In Miss Powell here, Christina Powell.
All right. Okay. So we have not only an athlete. So yeah, how do we juggle that? How do we achieve that then, Miss Kia Berry?
Yes.
That yeah.
Yes.
Well, I know my schoolwork comes first, so I always try to complete my work whenever I can. And then on my practice days, then I know I go there and I dedicate that set time to just playing my best. And then I come home and I deal with whatever else I have to.
Okay. So nothing ever really kind of interferes with the other. You have it kind of organized.
Yeah, I'm a very organized person.
Okay. All right. So, and what kind of sports do you like or have you kind of liked over the years?
I play football. That's my favorite, the one I'm most passionate about. Played netball for a few years with my school. I played rugby for a little bit, and I did track when I was younger.
Okay. All right. And what grade are you in?
12.
Oh, you're 12. Okay. All right. You have that blessing of looking very young.
Thank you.
I call it a blessing because you will be blessed with that for many years and you'll be thankful. That's great though. So you're almost ready to graduate then.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. All right. So what's next plan?
Um, Definitely university. Hopefully in the fall, I got into my top choice. So working towards finishing high school with good grades and then starting in fall.
And where is your top choice?
University of South Florida in Tampa.
Oh, USF.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Great. That's exciting. Lots of good stuff going on. So, Christina Powell, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, a little bit about myself. Well, I also went to the University of South Florida. I
Oh,
graduated
wow.
last May during the pandemic. Before that, I went to the University of Tampa where I did a bachelor's in management information systems, and I've been working as an applications and network support specialist for about 2 years now.
Okay. What did you graduate with from USF?
A master's in cybersecurity with a concentration in cyber intelligence.
Nice. Okay.
So you see why she got Billboard, huh?
Right? So what were your plans when you kind of thought that you'd pursue that, and what are your plans with that? I mean, because half of them we don't even know what you're talking about. That's the first thing.
Well, I actually didn't plan to go down the IT career path in the beginning. I started off doing an associate's in business administration, and I was actually working in the banking industry. And around the time I was about to finish my degree, I realized that I actually wanted to do IT. So I just made an on the spot decision, and I was like, okay, I want to go away, go to university, study IT. So that's when I decided to do MIS. And from my finished MIS, I was like, well, I just know cybersecurity is the way to go after working on a project at work.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. That is something. So yeah, so tell us a little bit, Jamu, just about some of the categories of the kind of nominees, and
Mhm.
then now they've been chosen, and so they're the honorees. Yeah.
Yeah, they've always been six categories from the inception in
Okay.
2013. It's academics, culture, community service, careers, business, sports, and well, forgetting the last one. I think that's it.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
academics, culture, community
Service.
service. What else?
Sports
Sports
and career.
and career. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
And business.
and business,
There you
and so you have and so the nominations come from the community then.
Yes.
Yeah. So kind of how is that process? Because I think I just want to know, and I think my listeners might also be interested because we do see the billboards
Right.
and they are up there and we're able to celebrate the young people, but the process, maybe it would be nice to just kind of tell us how that process kind of even comes about and how it exists so that we might be able to get involved as well.
Usually the nomination process would start in September. We're changing that this year. We want to launch Proud of Them nominations on International Youth Day in 2021, which is August 12th.
Okay.
And then we'll close the nominations on Caribbean Youth Day, which is September 30th.
Okay.
So we're giving people 6 or 7 weeks of nominations, but you got to wait till then to get information. Start gathering your information on your young person from now. We have a website dedicated to the nomination process.
Okay.
It's something that you can go on and nominate at any time, really, and we'll start filling in all the nominations and responding to them in August.
Okay.
So you can nominate from before. It's youthservices.ky. You can go on and nominate at any time, and we'll start collating the nominations on August 12th.
Okay. So how many nominees you think you've had, or how many nominations did you have this time um, to have made your 14 selection?
We had 6 to 7 nominees, but collectively they had 110 nominations because some had a lot of nominations, and it actually helps build a story around the honoree, because what Catherine might know about Kia, I might know a different story about Kia,
Okay.
or I might know of Kia's academics, and you might know about Kia's sports,
Okay.
and it adds to the nomination. So the more nominations, the better, because I think the more eyes on a young person, the better the story is.
Okay.
What we try to do through the Proud of Them is to change the narrative on youth in Cayman. There's always quick to have negative um, uh, coverage. Here is 14 beautiful stories we can carry all year long.
Yeah.
And we want the stories to inspire young people.
Yeah.
And if it really rivets and permeates throughout the selection committee process, I know the story would also carry within the wider community. And these are just 2 of the 14 stories that you get here. So chat to them a little bit more than me. The rest of the stories on CIGTV. You can check them out there. You can check them out on youthservices.ky on any of the social media sites at #KaymanYouth. And if you want to hear more, just listen to what Catherine got to say today.
Right. Okay. The reason that I'm really focusing on you right now, Jamo, is because you have information about this entire program, as well as the other 12 honorees as well. So I think that that's the reason why we're kind of focusing on background information.
No problem.
For
I'll
sure.
bring them on, man. Just give us the spots we come.
For sure. So let's talk to the young ladies. We're gonna just kind of turn our attention to the young ladies for a second. Then
they're pretty, I know.
Well, they are for sure. That was never a question. That's not what we're talking about here. These are gorgeous young ladies, and definitely proud of them. Honorees for Cayman's youth. How did you feel when you heard that you were an honoree? Did you hear about your nomination first? Kia, Christina, whichever one, I'm talking to both of you. When did you hear about it and how did you feel? Christina.
Well, I actually knew I was being nominated, so there wasn't really a surprise element after the fact,
Yeah.
but I was still excited to find out that I was actually selected to be one of the honorees.
Okay. All right. So you weren't surprised went to be nominated.
Correct.
Right. But when you found out that you had kind of won that honor, then you were excited about that.
Right.
And so how do you feel about your poster being up around the island for 12 months?
We're very happy, proud. I actually went and looked at it last week, I think it was. I was like, wow, that's so nice.
Where is it?
In Frank Sound.
Frank Sound. Okay. All
She
right.
got across it at least twice a day.
Oh, when you go home, you go to work and go home. Yeah.
It's off of the road.
So has anything happened different since that has been up? So it's been up since when, Jamal?
Since January the 8th.
So it just actually went up.
Yeah.
So the dates that you just gave me, that this year would be August 12th, September 30th. It was a little different last year.
Yeah, we had the nomination period open in October, and it kind of put a lot of pressure on us during the Christmas break to get everything done.
Okay.
So I think we'll make it a little bit easier on ourselves and have the nomination period earlier so we can get all the other stuff leading up to the gala done.
So will their billboards be up
Until January of 2022.
Okay, so they'll get their year.
Yeah,
okay.
man. Yeah, what do you mean?
All
12
right.
months, man.
Okay, good. So anything changed? Well, it just happened. So it's not really, yeah. So are people telling you that they're seeing it, and how does that feel?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that I can be an influence on the community and that my younger family members and just students.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And so, Kia, when did you find out, and how do you feel about it?
Like what she said, I was aware that I was being nominated, and then when I got home from football practice, I got the email saying that I was actually the recipient, and I showed my mom, and I was super shocked and I was surprised, but also happy that I was being recognized for all my hard work and dedication. So it was definitely great.
Yeah. Okay. Anything exciting happened since?
People definitely brought it up to me, and that's been pretty cool.
Where is your poster?
Bontown Guardhouse Hill.
Oh, okay. I think I passed it. You know what's funny about these Proud of Them posters sometimes? I guess it's a photo shoot, so sometimes I don't recognize the person because of how you're looking a little different in it. So now I'm going to definitely be looking out because I've gone that way in the last week a couple of times. So I'm going to now look and say, okay, that's Christina, that's Kia. That's quite exciting though.
Soon you get to see them at night.
Huh? What?
Soon you'll get to see them at night as well.
Oh, you're gonna light them up?
Why not?
Okay, so you're gonna put some. What are you gonna do? Like light to shine?
We can
on
look
them?
into to see if someone will invest in doing solar lights on them.
Oh,
So
okay.
they charge all day long, and then in the night you can still see these
Okay.
beautiful young people.
All right, great. So you said it was 67 nominations, nominees, but it was 102. So
110 nominations.
because some people were nominated more than
More than
once.
once, right?
Okay, so you can nominate somebody
Yeah.
more than once.
No, plus other people might just take it upon themselves to nominate a child, not knowing that they were nominated before.
Yeah.
But like I say, it actually adds to the nomination when we have different stories on the individual.
Right. Okay. So you say you have it's 6 categories, but it's 14 honorees.
Yes.
So is it more than one in each category, or how does that work?
It's based on how they score. We have
Okay.
a template that the selection committee uses, and each judge would score, and then the top 14 scores is who get to go on the board.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't matter what category.
All right. So tell us about the other ones. Who are the other ones?
I need 12 of them.
Well, tell them.
Let me look
who
on the
they
picture and see
are.
what they remind. It's Jelani Hansen,
Jelani
Cassidy
Hansen. Okay.
Davis Quintero, Alejandro Bodin, Kianda Parchment. Kia is here with us. Mariah Praise Padua, Chadine Brooks, Jolyn Scott, Danielle Seals, Jared Miles, Kristen Ferguson, and Christina Powell here with us.
Okay, and that's him looking at the photos. So I won't ask you what category they were in, because
And Leah Robinson.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You might not even know the category because you're going on the looking at the
newspaper.
photos.
Why not? They look good in there.
Oh goodness, and it's a front page of a newspaper, so
Yep.
people can go ahead and check that out. So, what type of impact that you think the selection has had on each honoree that's even present? Like, what type of impact you think that it's had on them?
Well, each honoree kind of speaks to how they felt about it in their videos. So if you get a chance, go on YouTube and check out the
All
videos.
right, so tell us where to go check these videos out.
youthservices.ky. All the videos are there. It's some that are premiering later on in the month. So you
Okay.
might have to wait for those two
So
or three,
youth
but the rest are
services,
there.
yeah. So
Dot
youthservices.ky
KY.
is your website.
Yes.
And so when you go there, there will be the YouTube link or something.
Once you go click on the Proud of Them honoree microsite, and click on the 2021 honorees, they'll be all there.
Okay.
Their bios will be up there.
Yeah.
The videos will be there. They're progressively going in. So there's a few that's not premiered yet on YouTube, but for the rest of them, they are. Check out CIG as well. They have a lot of them on there.
Okay. Christina, you are the IT person. Can you tell us an easier way to
Yeah.
find your video?
Don't tell her to break the law.
No,
break no
I'm going to
security.
ask you, because you probably know how we can find this. How are you telling your friends to find your stuff?
I'll send you the link.
Okay,
There you
no,
go.
tell the listeners too. I
Okay.
mean, I want the link, but I want my listeners to know. Can we go into YouTube? Is there a way to find you outside of going to the website? Is there a way to find you on actual YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here's the
is
link.
there a name
My name?
No, is maybe we'll
Oh, the
just
name
Google,
of the
maybe we'll just
Oh, the name of the
Google-
video. I
Google
think it
you
says my
guys.
name. Christina Powell, 2021, Proud of Them honoree.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. The cyber lady says something like that. She's playing it safe for sure. Yeah, for sure. This is really a great initiative. I'm going to read a little bit some of the background here. Proud of Them is an initiative by the Youth Services Unit in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture, and Land. And it seeks to publicly recognize the positive achievements of young people in Cayman in a number of fields. And those fields would be academics, culture, sports, career, community service, and business, right? All youth between ages of 10 to 25 years are eligible for nomination in the categories that I just mentioned. 14 honorees were selected from among 67 nominees, and the new honorees were recognized at an award gala, which they usually do after the selection. Each honoree received a check for $1,000, and billboards bearing their image are they now around the island? All of them have been put up all around the
Yes.
island now?
Except the ones in Cayman Brac that will be unveiled on
Tomorrow.
Friday.
On Friday.
Right.
Okay, great. So you have 12 on island now that we can drive around and
Yeah,
see.
man.
Where
From
are
East-
they all located?
East End Primary has one. Frank Sound Junction has two. The Guard Hill where Kia is. So that's the only one in Town. We have one in Savannah Primary, has Jolene Scott on it.
Okay.
Then there's Jared is at Red Bay, the Red Bay roundabout. The King's roundabout has two boards. One will bear the image of Joshua Garro, who is stuck in the U.S. playing Division I basketball with Oklahoma University.
Yes.
But his billboard is
Proud of
being
him.
worked on as he
Yeah.
make his way towards the NBA.
Okay.
The next billboard at Kings is that shares with space with Joshua is Daniel Seals.
Okay.
The next two are at the Archives, which bears Leah Robinson and Jelani Hansen, who is the head boy in 2020 poetry.
Right. We had him
Champion
on the show.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, he's a cool guy.
Okay.
And Mariah Praise Padua is at Georgetown Primary School's location. And the two in West Bay is Keanda Parchment and Chadine Brooks.
All right. Okay. Great.
And the Cayman Brac ones will be Kristen Ferguson and Allison Flores Hernandez.
Okay. All right. So what areas, what was your category, Christina?
My category was academics.
Academics. Okay. All right. And yours, Kia?
Academics and sports.
Academics. So you got both categories?
Some people got three.
Wow. All right. And I think I had Lloyd Barker on the show as well. He came on, and he when we do Thursday Success 101, he came on and talked about his story. And I remember him being a Proud of Them honoree as well.
Right.
And so how long has this been going on now?
Since 2013.
2013.
The first billboards went up in 2013, in February of 2013. Then the next set came in towards the end of the year.
Okay.
And then we started doing every 6 months from there on out until last year. We did a whole year last year, and we did a whole year again this year.
Okay, so it was 6 months before
Right.
when you started in 2013. And how many nominees did you start with? It was always this, these categories and this amount.
Yes. When we first started out, the very first round had about 70 nominations, and it went as high as 135 nominations we had one time.
Okay.
That's not just nominations, that's nominees. So it was sometimes close to 108. The time that we had 170, we had almost 200 nominations to read through. It took us a long time because we wanted to make sure that all the stories were heard, that we got to see every story. I was on the selection committee at that time. I've since stepped away from the selection committee because we have over 130 proud of them honorees that is like alumni. So we're asking them to help with the selection process now. So it's been handed over to Tavis Walters, who now chairs the selection committee. It was something that was headed up by Mr. Joel Francis when we first started this. When he kind of back to it, he handed the mantle off to Miss Marie Martin. And Miss Martin, since she's retired from, she's now coaching and mentoring, and she kind of helped prepare Tavis for the role. And now he's grabbed the bull by the horns and doing a great job with it.
All right. Okay. And so that, I mean, that it obviously has to have a very organized approach in order for it to go smoothly, right?
Right.
Because you have a lot of people involved in the process, a lot of names coming in, but also a lot of people involved in the entire process. You'll stay with us to chat a little bit more. Okay, you're listening to Straight Talk Drive at 5. This is Catherine Tyson, your host, and I am speaking with the proud of them people, really. We have two honorees in the studio. Kia Berry, she's honoree for academics and sports, and Christina Powell, who's an honoree for academics. And you were just listening to James Jamo Miles, the Youth Services Unit, which all falls under the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture, and Land. So we're going to continue talking with them about the process. If you have any questions, do call us at 943-3700. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned. So you guys are actually on the you're streaming on the Youth Services page.
Right now? Whoa. Everybody said they WhatsApping me, but they hear me on radio. Sure. Nice, nice.
Just posted Jelani's video.
Like-minded entrepreneurs discover new opportunities and gain
Yeah, that's it, you know.
visit designsfreekeyman.com.
I wonder if I can
I
get
hope,
that
I hope my
Instagram
$300
as well.
will look at my bus.
Which way, that would be good.
That's for Jack. Operation tomorrow at
I wonder if I can stream it on Instagram as well. Can I? Just come to the expert.
Online.
Huh?
So the online structure is good if you're concerned about that. It's not online.
Ask Miss Come to the expert if we can stream on Instagram as well.
You can stream on Instagram?
From
Stream live on Instagram?
stars and Instagram page as well, right?
Yeah, they,
Instagram Live.
But it's more of a business school, and I want to do
You know what your degree is?
medical sciences.
how much more time you have?
Pharmacist. So my mom was saying like
35 seconds.
Let me hang up.
Actually, pharmacy school is super competitive.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like to go out here, though. I like people in here. Both in Canada.
And it's sort of guys that want to go in with TA because they're in business and some of the side kids. And I think
On the radio, call you back.
And welcome back to Straight Talk Drive at 5. This is Catherine Tyson, your host, and we are talking to the proud of them. I don't know. I'm gonna call them the people the Proud of Them people, Jamo and his peeps. That Jamo, you're doing so many things all the time with young people, just amazing things. And you've been at it, man. I mean, I've known you 20 years, and I know it didn't start then.
Yeah.
So we're very very happy that you're always kind of just on that line, just making sure that our young people are being prepared for. We are preparing them to take over, preparing them to get that positive light shown on them, because that's really what's important as well. And the Proud of Them is one of those initiatives
Right.
that's
Well,
been
it's not
going
just
on.
me. I'm a part of a wonderful team of
Of
youth
course.
services and a very supportive ministry. They've always been supportive. We also have a lot of good, strong partnerships through the youth services unit with private sector agencies. So there's a lot that goes into what youth services turn out. Our team is a lot bigger than the four persons in the office because of our collaborative nature.
Yeah, for sure. And your teams aren't that large, but you
No.
do a lot of work,
Yeah, man.
right? So small team, but making a big, big bang all the time. I did just go on to the website just because I wanted to see how easy it was to navigate to. And so I'll just read: Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture, and Lands publicly recognizes the positive achievements of young people of the Cayman Islands in various areas. So each individual selected featured for 12 months at a time on billboards established across the Cayman Islands, as we were talking about. And the nominations are for suitable young people between the ages of 10 and to 25 in the categories of academics, careers, business, sports, culture, or community service. And it's encouraged from every district, so the persons who are selected will have a direct, real, and relevant connection to young people from that particular district. Right. So, and this is all about celebrating the success of our young ambassadors and let them be an inspiration to others. Because when somebody passes and see those billboards, and it's somebody that they know, or a family that they know, or a young person that they know working hard, they think, what, that could be me. That represents me. Some of your categories, just explain a little bit: academics. They've excelled or achieved exceptional attainment in an institution of learning. Career, they've excelled or achieved the same exceptional attainment in a chosen career. Business demonstrated entrepreneurship in creating and developing a successful business. Sports, excelled or achieved exceptional attainment in the area of sports. And culture, achieved exceptional attainment in the area of cultural practice, including the visual, performing, or traditional arts. And community service, demonstrated through the spirit of volunteerism and selflessness, a passion for the betterment of his or her community and improving the standing of his fellow humanity, right? And so everybody can be involved to nominate. So that website is youthservices.ky, and just click on Proud of Them, and you see where you can nominate an individual for one of the categories, completing the form, supplying references, and it's just very, very simple. I'm very happy to just have this information, because I think, yeah, if people in the community get involved, we all need to be involved with these things because they are our young people. You all are our young people. Kia and Christina, we're proud of you. And just aptly named, right? Proud of them. Absolutely. All of us are proud of them. And so the committee then looks for the nominations and the evidence in that, and they come up with their final 14.
Yes. And now that we have 15 boards, we might be considering doing 15.
Really?
Yeah, it's something I'll run by the selection committee. See
Okay.
what they think.
So,
It'll balloon the budget, so I had to run it by the ministry as well.
so how did you end up with the 15 boards?
We put two in the bracket,
Oh, okay. All right.
and we put an extra one in Savannah.
Ah,
That extra one here. So there's 13 boards in Grand Cayman and two in the bracket.
okay. All right. So, Christina and Kia, let me ask you, what do you think it was that made you kind of stand out from the crowd? What do you think of the other nominees? Did you know about the other nominees in your category? Did you ever know who else was nominated? No? Okay. What do you think made you stand out, Kia?
So because I would say that because I did good in school academically, and then I also played sports as a female too. also think that gave me the extra edge. And then my grades, my dedication, my schoolwork has been consistent ever since elementary school, as well as playing sports. I've been playing football for as long as I can remember.
Okay, so you're like, yeah, I know. I mean, I've been doing this thing, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
with not even a thought of a proud of them. Just
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I'm sure your parents have also been very much involved in everything that you're doing because I'm a parent, so I know. I'm gonna tell you, parents, I'm proud of you. Honestly, Kia
Mm.
Berry's parents proud of you because you definitely have assisted in this because I know the pickups, the drop offs, the
100%.
getting the supplies and making sure that you're taken care of, you have the resources, that's parenting, right?
Mhm.
And you get the results from that. So absolutely,
I
I
think
say
she
that all
kind
the
of humble
time.
too, because
Yeah.
if you really compare her to other scholar athletes, it's very rare that you have a almost high performing athlete with a GPA near 4.0.
Right.
The only person I've known of that was an elite high performing athlete and had a GPA of over 4.0 was Grant Hill and Christian Leitner,
Wow.
who attended Duke University.
Okay. Yeah.
They're the only two that I can recall in recent history
Right.
that are high performing athletes and have a GPA of over 4.0.
Right. Yeah.
But we haven't heard anything like that.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And what about you, Christina? What do you think kind of set you aside?
I think it would be my drive and my persistence and also my ability to just go and achieve something that even my younger self didn't even imagine that I could possibly do, which would be pursuing a higher education overseas and at
Right.
the level that I have.
And she's also an honor society student.
Oh yes, I was
Okay.
And,
inducted into
and
3 honor societies
see,
when I did my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
I don't know about how many people have done that, but
Right.
I
Right.
think it's a
Yeah.
very, very unique position. And to do so, a master's degree in cybersecurity. You don't hear that every day.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
And she's not 25 yet, so
Nope,
No.
I'm 25 now.
just made it.
Really?
Yeah, barely.
Goodness, you look 18, which will be good also. But yeah, no, absolutely, that is really good. Jamo, can you think of some of the others like who got the honoree? Who's the honoree for community service? Do you remember?
Yeah. One of them is my son Jared Miles.
Okay.
He
All
had
right.
we stopped documenting at 800 hours.
Oh, wow.
I tell him this: if you just come, we just go. Right now, he's actually volunteering at his alma mater at Lighthouse School as a
Okay.
reception. There's a need there, so he's just filling it. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, he's actually there all day.
Wow.
And it's just a way of giving back. He has a lot of different skill sets, so I'm making sure that he uses them. He's also chosen to do so. It's not something that I said, you got to go do this, and he do it. He's like, I don't think that one's for me. I'll do this instead. So that was a choice that he made. And that's how he's always been operating. I always doing it anyhow. It's up to him if he want to tag along, and he chooses to tag along and to engage.
Right.
There's a lot of others that got community service. Danielle Seals for her work with turtle nesting. She spoke in her video of a record number of turtle nesting this year because of COVID. I guess because there was so much less maritime traffic, turtles had a really good time.
Wow.
So we had a lot of turtle nests, over 500 of them or something that they monitored during turtle nesting time. She gave countless hours cleanups, anything to do environmental. She wants to be a marine conservationist, I think.
Okay. All right. And now on the website, I'm pulling up some stuff on Yuki. I'm going to read that. How old are you? 17. Okay. So 17-year-old Kia Berry, the humble one, is an outstanding all-around student and one of the highest ranking students in her grade level at Triple C school. I graduated from Triple C. So I was not one of those times. They were like, get out of here. I figured it out somewhere along the line, but consistently earning top marks. Kia has maintained her place at the on the principal's academic honor roll each year, and her cumulative GPA stands at an impressive 4.27. 27.
Mhm.
She's ranked second out of 34 among her classmates in grade 12. A fantastic achievement and a testament to Kia's hard work. Wow. How's that feel? Yeah,
Good.
that's awesome. And you've been at Triple C your whole no?
Since seventh grade,
Okay. All right. And you came from what school?
First Baptist Christian School.
Okay. All right. So yeah, no, that's incredible. That's incredible. Absolutely. And that is you being very humble because 4.27, like what's that? What kind of
That,
thing is that?
that means her lowest exam score was 96%.
Yeah.
Know what I
Right.
mean?
Isn't that something?
Everything has 199 and 98.
Yep.
Oh
Sure.
man, I got a 96.
That
That's
sounds,
brought my GPA down to 4.27.
oh, shucks.
Sounds familiar.
Look at you.
Just missed that 4.3.
Right. And so, you were honored for academics and sports. And Christina Powell is 24. You're going to be 25, you said.
She's
Yeah.
25
You're
now.
25 now, so
Yeah.
you got a birthday. 25-year-old who is ambitious and driven, particularly in the areas of academics with regard to her career, a cybersecurity and management information systems expert whose academic qualifications are particularly impressive. So yeah, so definitely, just yeah, I guess y'all were supposed to be getting that for
No.
sure.
So you see why they have me on the show, right?
Yeah,
Surrounded by humble individuals who quietly doing their things, which is remarkable.
which is
So I come to blow the trumpet.
right, which is what you should be
Tooting all
doing
the horns, every one of them.
for sure. All right, and I see. I'm just gonna give some names of the other ones here. We'll just repeat that. Just give them a little, shout out. Alejandro Bodden. He was for academics, culture, and community service.
Yeah.
Uh, and Shadeen Brooks. She's also for academics and community service.
Yeah.
All
She's
young people.
John Gray High
17.
School Student of the Year.
Oh wow.
Chadi, yeah.
17 and 18. So John Gray Student of the Year, Kristen Ferguson,
Mhm.
Academic, Sports, and Community Service, and he is 14.
Mhm.
I'm gonna read a little bit about him because 14, wow,
You,
right?
you want
Like,
to hear
can you
what
just
his
imagine?
his significant achievement was?
What?
At age 10,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kristen Ferguson became the youngest cricket umpire on planet Earth.
Oh wow, at 10.
10.
So
And he
Kristen,
got to meet West Indies former captain Jimmy Adams, who was very impressed on his level of umpiring
wow,
at age 10.
wow. So he has a very bright future ahead of him, obviously, having added many strings to his bow at a tender age. He's already set the bar extremely high for the other proud of them nominees to follow with outstanding achievements in academics, sports, music, cadetting, and community service. I think y'all should go and add what you just said in that whole thing. If it's not
They not
there,
there?
I don't
I thought
know
it
what
was.
it might have been.
Yeah.
That's what I saw, but yeah, it definitely could have been because that is definitely an achievement. We
Yeah.
know that at 10 years old. I mean, most people at 10 years old, what kind of foolishness they're doing. All right, okay, so I see some here. Yeah. Throughout his primary school years and now high school, Kristen has gained excellent academic results, having excelled in maths and helping his schoolhouse win his school's math challenge and becoming junior maths champion. He's always been a spelling bee champion at both primary and high school, awarded the Academic Gold Award, and currently working to continue this excellent trend. Right. So,
United?
a high achiever. I'm getting. Let's see. A high
Okay.
achiever from an early age. Kristen sat the Cayman Islands Cricket Association qualifying exam and was successful at the age of just 9 years and 9 months. Not even 10,
See what I mean?
making him the youngest qualified umpire ever, proudly achieving this with his father simultaneously. Yeah, I mean, this is just incredible that these young people are from our island, around our island, doing all of these great things. And I always say that we want to leave our things in good hands. And I think the proud of them honorees are definitely an example, as well as the nominations, because you've honored the 14, but you've had hundreds of nominations just this for this particular round, and over the years you must have had maybe close to 1,000, if not more than that.
Just about.
Yeah. So you're right. We spend a lot of time with the negativity for young people, but there's so much positive things and so much just incredible things that we can talk more about. Let me read your son, because I know you are that parent also that puts the work in. And like you were saying, your son was with you a lot of that time. When we were doing these things, we take our children with us, and they just kind of follow suit
Right.
eventually, and then they walk into their own, right?
Right.
So Jared Miles, he was an honoree, proud of them honoree for community service. A hardworking and multi-talented young man, Jared Miles gives 100% to everything he does. At 19 years old, he has also demonstrated incredible versatility, community focus, and diverse talents, including taking part in the Youth Flex radio program and becoming its social director. He's also been a volunteer member of the Youth Services Unit for the past 3 years. A graduate and former deputy head boy at the Lighthouse School, Jared's multiple awards at the school include those for perfect attendance, best effort, most improved student of the month, an excellent speller. Jared has participated 6 times in the National Spelling Bee, winning the competition twice, and he has also participated in the National Festival of the Arts and won an incredible 18 awards in the last 8 years for singing, reading poems, and playing musical instruments. He has also participated in the Toastmasters Youth Leadership Program in 2015. Jared's particular talent is his love for photography. A prolific volunteer, Jared loves giving back to his community, helping out with many varied community service projects, and especially those that are youth related and run by the Youth Services Unit. I mean, and it just goes on and on and on, which is amazing. And that is just incredible. And I've seen Jared grow up from just a little thing singing, different times, at different events and stuff. And just to know, like, he's a grown man now, and he's just out there really doing things. And for the listeners, you can go on the youthservices.ky and actually find what I'm reading, as well as find the videos that you were talking about, because I see it down below.
Cool.
And so, yeah, just working really hard, Jamo and his team, to ensure that we have these young people that we're able to put up these posters around the island. So, yeah, very excited about that. And you're traveling to the BRAC. Are you going over there to do
Yes.
that? Okay.
We'll be having a all school assembly on the Friday,
Okay.
because Kristen Ferguson actually attends Lemony Scott High School.
Okay.
So it's a way of highlighting his achievements among his peers. And then on Friday afternoon, there'll be an unveiling ceremony to unveil the new billboards on the BRAC,
Okay.
for which Kristen will be there, and Allison's parents will be there, because Allison is now in year 12, and she's down here doing prep, 6th form.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so she has an exam on Friday, so she won't be able to make it up.
Okay. All right. So she'll have her representative there for her.
Yeah.
Now there have been some significant changes with the Proud of Them program. What are some of those changes that people can look forward to?
One of the changes is that we have boards on the BRAC. It gives room for BRACers to really pour out their nominations into, and it will be emphasized during the ceremonies on Friday, that it's now up to them to put a lot into their nominations to make sure that the evidence is provided to the selection committee, and that these boards can bear the images of deserving youth from Cayman BRAC in the BRAC. The other addition is we have a new billboard at Savannah Primary as well. The principal is over the moon about it. He's looking forward to having at least one of his students or Savannah Primary alumni on it for next year. So all of the schools are now getting behind it. We have 3 billboards on school compounds: Georgetown Primary, Savannah Primary, and East End Primary. And all 3 of them want to get alumni on it. So it's great that it's now starting to bloom. Other than that, we had an elevated event this year. It moved from a reception to a dinner to a gala this year.
Okay.
It was really well received by all involved, including His Excellency the Governor, who attended, and to hand out some of the awards. Everybody really had an enjoyable time at the Ritz-Carlton. and I think we'll do it again at that same level. I think minister, everybody was happy, and I want to thank my team and the team from Tower and the team from Ritz Carlton for making it really happen. I really want to pause to thank the ministry's communication team, Stacey and Anderson and Patrice Bearson, because a lot of the creative energy came from them. They help out with all of the after the event stuff like this interview, and we couldn't do it without that team support. Our team is kind of small, so we rely on others to kind of help us get the message out.
Okay, all right. And so, how was that gala, ladies? How was that? Did you attend?
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. So, they obviously the honorees came and they were able to bring a guest.
Yes, actually
Yeah.
three guests.
Oh, nice.
So we noticed that before it was always a toss up when they were limited to two guests, which parent would come or which if a nominator would come as well. So we tried to make it that both parents and a nominator could come
Nice.
because nominators pour a lot into the nomination, and I think it's fitting. And a lot of my team thought it fitting that the nominators actually be there, but some of them had to choose one nominator because like they got 10 nominations and
Okay.
11 nominations. Like you had to choose which nominator, you know,
Right.
'cause,
Right.
but they all had wonderful stories about the nominees, and they're now honorees on the billboard. And I know they'll do Came on Proud, even the shy and reserved ones. That oh, I don't want to go on the radio. They're here. They're telling their stories. They're inspiring young people by sharing their experience of how it was to go through school, how they balance school and work, and
Right.
how they balance school and sports. And I think it's a great way for young people to, if you're an extrovert and you're a bookworm and you got a 4.15, I don't think they got a 4.27, but
Right.
but there's room for you on the billboard as well because you're excellent in attaining some significant achievement. And we want to recognize that. We want to make sure that those young people who putting all this positive energy into doing something positive get their limelight, and you don't have to wait until you get in a fight to
Right.
hear about you.
Right. You can get some limelight just for positive stuff, not necessarily
Why not?
negative stuff. For sure. So that gala obviously had a big attendance. Then that would have been a lot of people coming out. If they
Yeah,
were
we,
all
we
like
actually had to limit the gala to 100.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
'cause it costs a lot still.
We
We didn't sell any tickets or anything like
Ritz Carlton, so we figured it was
Uh,
kind of
yeah, I mean,
costly.
it is a possibility of opening it up and selling tickets,
Right.
but I think that might take away from the experience.
Right.
We want it that it's cherished by all involved. It's not someone that say, well, I paid $150 or whatever to come to the Ritz to watch this,
Right.
and might be disconnected completely from who the honorees are. I rather it be a valued experience
Right.
for everybody because everybody has a vested interest in being there.
Yeah.
And I rather have it be sought after spots rather than what we could do with all this space.
Right. Right. So, would you want assistance from the community, and what kind of assistance would you want if someone's listening that they might want to, get involved or I don't know, donate, give you something? You need anything?
Right now, I would like to put the lights on the billboards.
Okay.
I was driving around last night and I'm like, you don't see them at night.
Right.
So Shakina and I went and got some solar lights and tested it out. I said, yes, this will work. So we can get solar lights on them, up lights so you can actually see them in the night. They'll charge you in the day, and you can see these beautiful billboards at night as well. So that's something we're looking at. If we need investment, we'll call you. If not, you can call us at
Yeah.
943-1127
Okay.
or email me at james.miles@gov.ky. If you're willing to sponsor the uplighting of the billboards, we're welcome to help facilitate that. And then we can have these billboards seen day and night.
Okay. So at 943-1127.
Yeah, 943-1127.
Okay. Or james.miles@gov.ky.
That's right.
All right, definitely. And check out all of this that we've been talking about, the Proud of Them honorees. That's at youthservices.ky. Very easy to navigate our website. Go check it out. It's a beautiful website and learn about these young people who have been honored in these various categories and are just now all around the island. When you pass them and you see them and you had a question before, like, well, who's that? Well, how did that happen? Check it out. It's on youthservices.ky. The information is there and it's amazing. I'm very, very proud of them.
There you go.
For sure. Ladies, so if you wanted to tell somebody something to inspire them, someone in, your age, that's out there working hard, what would you tell them? What would you tell them to inspire them based on this honor that you've been bestowed from your country? For the next year, you'll be on billboards all around as part of a great group that's all around the island. What would you tell someone to inspire them? Christina.
I would tell them to dream big, dream even bigger than you think you can imagine, and just go for whatever it is you want to do. Sometimes you have something that you secretly want to do, but there's always that voice in your head telling you, well, you can't achieve this because you're just from a little small island, or you're too shy, or you're too quiet. Don't even listen to those thoughts. Just dream big and work hard, and you can do whatever it is you want to do.
I like that. I heard dream big, but then I heard dream bigger. Dream
Yes.
bigger than you can even imagine. I love that because we hear dream big a lot, but I like dream bigger.
Yes.
That's yours. That right there is Christina Powell.
Go
Dream
outside of your
bigger.
box.
Dream bigger. That's right. Like don't let the sky be the limit. Like don't even think about a sky. Just dream.
Exactly.
Dream bigger. What about you, Kia Berry?
Speaking from personal experience, I'm a very shy person, so I normally wouldn't put myself out there. But I just want people to note that your hard work and dedication will always show, and that your efforts will be rewarded.
Your hard work and dedication will always show, and your hard work will be rewarded. Wow. So no matter how hard you're working and you think no one's noticing, someone's noticing, right? And you could end up on a billboard. Who knew? Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. It's been a great show. Just getting to know these two young ladies, Christina Powell, who's an honoree for academics, as well as Kia Berry, who's honoree for academics and sports, for the Proud of Them initiative by the Youth Services Unit in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture, and Land. It's been going on since 2013, still going strong. 14 honorees have just been chosen that will be around the island for the next 12 months. Jamo, thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you for all that you're doing and your team, obviously, that holds it together and holding up these young people to the light. And now you're wanting some light at night.
Yes.
So they can be seen at night too. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. Ladies, good luck with everything. I know sky's the limits. You guys are going to be amazing. So good luck with all of those things coming up, Kia, and as well as you, Miss Cyber Lady.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
For sure. It was really a pleasure meeting you and, sharing your stories. So go on to the youthservices.ky website and learn some more about the Proud of Them honorees that have just been chosen, and they're just up around the island. Thank you all so much for listening this afternoon. This is your Straight Talk Drive at 5 show, and we'll be back tomorrow. Safe drive at home, and have a great evening. Take care.
Cool. All right. Victor, be hanging up with you on Thursday. So the ones that come in on Thursday, come with Victor. Oh.